Okay, so the formation of precipitate. Can we practice that one more time, guys? Precipitate.
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 Okay, it's not precipitation. Who knows what precipitation is? Remember you guys learned about it in 6th grade, 7th grade maybe? The water cycle. Sarah, what's precipitation?
Isn't that when it rains?
Yeah. So what the sign of a chemical reaction is a precipitate. Say that with me one more time. Precipitate.
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 Okay, excellent. So we saw the formation of a precipitate. What's the other thing that we saw? Sarah knows, Martin knows. Get those hands up. Who else knows? What was that second video? What was happening? Kimberly knows. Ever knows. Melix knows. Ever, what was that next one?
Was it color change?
It was color change, right? What? Yes, Brandon.
I think the video.
Brandon, you missed the announcement where I told the class someone was going to come in to help me improve my teaching, but also because they've heard about how awesome my homeroom class was this year and they wanted to see. Cool. Alright, you guys kind of get eyes up here and everybody's eyes on me. Let's worry about what's in our control, right? Like, let's just focus on what we do every day. Don't worry about that. Cool? Okay. So, today we're going to be talking about a type of chemical reaction that we didn't see. So I need everybody's eyes on their pre-reading and their yellow packets. Hey, everybody's eyes on the pre-reading of their yellow packets. Camila's eyes are on her pre-reading. Kimberly's eyes are on her pre-reading. See 100% of you on task. Okay, excellent job. So, what I would like you to do is follow along with me. You guys are going to be silent. I'm going to be reading out loud. Circle every word that you do not know or that you have never heard. Okay? When we are finished, I want you guys to write down all of the words in the word box up here that you don't know. Okay? So who can quickly tell me what you guys are doing? Esmeralda? Right, you guys are going to circle words you don't know, and then at the end, Carla, what are you going to do?
You're gonna write down the word that you don't know.
In the word box, good. Okay, so everyone's eyes are at the top of the pre-reading. Okay, here we go. Many chemical reactions give off energy. Some chemical reactions that release energy are called exothermic reactions. Some chemical reactions absorb energy and are called endothermic reactions. In the experiment that we're going to do today and tomorrow, you will study one exothermic and one endothermic reaction. To understand the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions, you need to consider the reactants and the products. The reactants are the chemicals you have before a reaction, and the products are those chemicals present after a reaction. In an exothermic reaction, the reactants have more stored chemical energy in them than do the products. So the reactants lose energy in the reaction, making the surrounding environment warmer. In an endothermic reaction, the products end up with more stored chemical energy than the reactants had to start with. The reaction requires heat to keep it going, and it gets the heat from the surrounding environment, making it cooler. The heat absorbed in the reaction ends up being stored as chemical energy. So I want you guys to take 45 seconds and write down those words that you don't know or that you've never heard before in your word box. Go. We're doing this silently and quickly. Jasmine is silently writing the words in her word box. Alejandro is silently writing the words in his word box. About 20 more seconds, guys. Okay, need active listening in 3, 2, 1. Pencils down, eyes up, mouths closed. Put his eyes on me. Camilla's active listening. Cesar's active listening. Okay, good. So who can tell me one word that they wrote down? Jose. Exothermic. Good. Who's heard of that word before? All right, Sarah. What was the word that you wrote down, Leslie? Endothermic. Okay, good. Are there any other words that you guys wrote down? Okay, good. So can we practice saying this with me? Exothermic.
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 Alright, and then endothermic.
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 Okay, good. So, those are the two words that we are going to be talking about today and exploring in our lab. So, what I want you guys to do now is we're going to skip that chart for right now. I want you guys to silently copy these notes down at the bottom of page 2. We're going to silently copy these notes and then we're going to talk about them. So right now the expectation is that you are silently copying your notes. You have 5 minutes. About 3 more minutes. You guys are working hard. Excellent job. See those beautiful postures? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's wake up these brains. We're active thinking a little bit right now. Alright. Pencils are down, eyes are up. Mouths are closed. Jasmine's active listening. Eric's active listening. Okay. So, who can quickly remind us of the 4 types of chemical changes? Someone who I haven't heard from yet today. Yamulas, can you tell us one type? Huh?
What?
One type of chemical change. Color change. Who agrees that color change is a type of chemical change? Good. What's another kind of chemical change? Stephanie? Generation of gas. Who agrees with that? That's a type of chemical change. Good. Ben, what's another one? What was that second video we just saw? What happened? Second video was the color change. Who agrees that that's the type of chemical change? Good, and then what's that last one? It's that weird word that's not fun to say. Miguel. Okay, so the formation of a precipitate, and then there's one more. Abigail.
Absorption or release of heat.
Absorption or release of heat. Okay, good. So I want everybody active thinking right now. Can I see everybody active thinking? Good morning, brain. Wake up. Buenos dias. Alright, so we're thinking. So these two weird words, exothermic and endothermic reactions, right? They're talking about the surrounding area getting colder or hotter. They're talking about absorbing energy to make the reactions happen. Okay, so we're thinking about this. What type of chemical reaction do you guys think these would fall under? What type of chemical reaction do you think these would fall under? This is a little bit of a trickier question. Martin knows though. Sarah knows. Okay, Martin, what do you think? Absorption or release of heat. Do you agree with that, Sarah, or disagree?
I agree.
Agree. Good. Okay. So we're going to be talking about this more tomorrow. Right now, what I'd like you to do is for this row and this row to get in your groups. Go quickly and quietly. Okay. So we're dealing with adding and releasing heat, right? Adding and releasing energy. This is a type of chemical change. So what I'd like you to do now is in your groups, two people are going to be the supply people, 2 people are going to be the pre-lab questions people. Okay, so take 30 seconds and figure out who's going to do what. Go. Question. Somebody. Okay, how about you? This is supply. Question. We're seeing not yet. Not yet. Okay, supply people, get those hands up. I want to see the supply people. Both of you. I know. Alright. Questions, people. Can I see those hands up? Okay. I need everybody active listening really intently. Really focused. Eyes are on me. Cesar's eyes are on me. Jasmine's eyes are on me. Okay, follow me back here. Supply people. This is what we're going to have you do. Okay? We're going to very carefully measure our supplies for tomorrow's lab. I'm going to let 2 groups go at a time. The group who does this the most carefully and quickly, I have a little chocolate thing for you guys. So just to incentivize, just so that you guys, because I get nervous with these chemicals back here. You guys know that. So, all right. Supply people. Eyes are up here. Brandon, Jose. Eyes are on me. Jose's eyes are on me. Brandon, thank you. So you guys are going to come back here. You're going to measure, you're going to pour vinegar into the small little container about halfway. Okay, so you're going to very carefully pour the vinegar about halfway up. Alright, boom, done. You're gonna take a lid, you're gonna close it, and that's it. Easy, okay? Next, you're going to take another little container and take hydrogen peroxide. What's this used for? Remember the story I told you guys? I cut my leg open? Right. Okay, so you guys are going to, again, fill this up about halfway. What? Boom. That one's done. Then, the last supply that you're going to prepare for our lab tomorrow is baking soda. You're going to take one tablespoon. You have to make that sound. Yeah. No, it's okay, then the supply people, you're going to very carefully and quietly come put the vinegar, the hydrogen peroxide, and the baking soda back here. This is going to be class 1's space, okay? Right back here. Whew, so that was a lot of directions. Who can tell me the 3 supplies that the supply people are preparing for our lab tomorrow? Doggo.
Hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and vinegar.
Excellent. Okay. And who can tell me what the other group members are going to be doing while the supply people are preparing? Jasmine. They're going to be answering the questions. Who thinks that they know what the other supply people are going to be doing when it's not their group's turn? What are they going to be helping answer? The questions, okay? Everybody got it? Alright. Guys, we got about 15 minutes, so we have to work quickly and quietly to get this stuff done. The first 2 groups that I want working are here. Everybody else, we're working on our pre-lab questions on page 3. Pre-lab questions, everybody turn to page 3. Okay, start. Everybody's working quickly and quietly.
It's not hard.
Sarah's group is working quickly and quietly on the questions. Alright, take them out. Stephanie's group is working quickly and quietly. Alejandro's group is working quickly and quietly. Guys, we talked about this. What does fire do to things? Does it change them physically or chemically? Chemically. So burning wood is chemical. But what's Oh, alright, good, yeah, it's an example of chemical change. What's one more physical change? Martin. Is that physical or chemical? Chemical, right. Okay, one more physical change. Sarah.
Boiling water for coffee.
Boiling water for coffee, good.
We're done.
Okay, so carefully. Brandon, have you close that? Okay, last group, Abigail. Okay, this row and this row, please move back to your original seats. job. Who's excited for tomorrow? There you go. Okay, on the back of your packet, I'd like you to silently complete this exit ticket. On the back page where there's nothing, go ahead and silently complete this exit ticket. Nope, on the very, very back. On the blank back page. Alright guys, out loud as a class, here we go. What are the signs of a chemical reaction? There's 4 of them, I want 4 hands. Gabriel, what's one? Generation of the gas. Dago. Color change. Yesenia. Formation of a precipitate, good. And Angelica. What was the last one? Absorption or release of heat. Good. Sarah, is endothermic reaction, is that absorption or release of heat?
It's absorption.
An endothermic reaction, is it absorption? Alright, so think about that question. You guys were wonderful. Have a great day.
What's our topic?
What?
Topic.
Oh, no, it was this group. Tomorrow, I have it here. Alright?
Wait, group.
It was. Yeah, me like. Yulissa is silently completing her do now. Danya is silently working on her do now. The expectation, guys, is that we have answers written down. As I'm coming to sign your tip sheet, answers are written down. Demi is silently working hard, answering her do now. Mirna is silently working hard. Lots of talking, go. Lots of talking, checking answers. Let's start off the day right. Everybody's hands up. Great, Miguel. Thank you. What's a physical change? Okay, exactly. So it's a change in a substance that changes its state. It doesn't change the actual properties of the substance itself. Who agrees with that? Excellent. 2, what are the 6 types of physical change that we have studied? Let's get one from a bunch of people. What's one type? Boiling. Excellent. Juan Carlos. Condensation. Excellent. Ivan. Sublimation. Excellent. Demi. Condensation? Someone say that? Evaporation. Good. Moises? Freezing. Melting. Good. Did we miss anything?
No.
Which one? Boiling. Evaporate. Right. Okay. Good. What's a chemical change? Angela knows. Who else knows? Francisco knows. Moises knows. Miguel knows. Let's go, Francisco.
Chemical changes when a substance changes into a new substance.
Okay, so a chemical change is when a substance changes into a new substance. Who agrees with that? Good. What are the 4 signs of chemical change that we talked about, Moises? Let's hear 2 of them.
Precipitate and generation of gas.
Okay, so the formation of a precipitate, the generation of a gas. What are the other 2? Alright.
Color change in or release of heat.
Okay, good. So, okay. Can we practice saying this with me? Precipitate.
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 Okay, so the formation of a precipitate, good. Color change. Generation of a gas, and then that last one, can you guys practice this with me? Absorption.
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 Who knows what absorption means? Luis. It's what a sponge does to water, right? It's like, it like sort of absorbs it, right? It sucks it up. Okay, so absorption or release of heat, those are the 4 types. Good. And in science, what does heat equal? What do we talk about heat being? When particles get hot, they start moving around a little bit. Why? What does heat give them? Angela? Energy. Who agrees? Woo! a liquid turns into a solid and the molecules slow down and move closer to each other, what process is this? Francisco. Freezing. Victor, do you agree? Yeah? Who agrees with Victor? Good, it is freezing. Okay, so today, can I get eyes up here? We're going to be talking about chemical changes more. We're going to be preparing for a lab that we're doing tomorrow. I'm going to show two quick videos of types of chemical changes that we might not get to practice in class, but that are important and they're pretty cool videos. So everybody is actively listening and watching these. Okay, who thinks they know what that is in there? What's that formant? Luis knows. It's that word, that weird word. Moises knows. Ivan knows. Moises.
Absorption or release of heat.
Okay, is this absorption or release of heat? Who agrees with that? Who thinks it might be something else? Some other kind of chemical reaction. Alright, Christian, what kind do you think it is? Right, okay, so the formation of a precipitate, guys, eyes are up here. We are focusing. Alright, so this is the formation of a precipitate. We combine two liquids and we produced a solid, like little crystals of this solid substance. Pretty fun, right? Alright, next one.